way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Low.
Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Low.
We live now. Hey, yo, what's happening, people? Y'all know what time it is. It's time for Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Low.
And now Chicago.
He is back, people. He is back, and he came back just like he left. He just asked a little while ago, what's the topic? So we was already live. My man is back. What's happening, bro? How you doing?
Good, man. Good.
Listen, man, if y'all are looking at us live right now, you're in the right place. There's a little heart button to the right. I need for you to go hit that heart button. When you hit that heart button, the emoticons and the emojis, they're going to pop up. Just start hitting them. Just keep hitting them, because when you hit those, it's going to help our
algorithm
go up. And, you know, people has been a little shy about giving us a call. I don't know if because we told y'all you ain't going to have but so much time to talk. But please, give us a telephone call. 404-500-1605. I ain't said it in so long. It's been a minute. And listen, also, people, we hadn't been saying it much, but we got to say it some more, man. Y'all need to get on TikTok, because Classic Conversations is blowing up over there. I'm telling you, man, we giving compliments to ladies. We talking about politics. We doing all types of stuff over there. We got special people that's coming up from behind the scenes to come out and give support. Y'all in for something later on tonight. Angelo, how you doing, dog?
I'm good, brother. I'm good, man.
Good deal.
Hey, listen, I got to start off with another Asa moment. So just
let's go.
So if you remember, a year ago, his sophomore year of high school, I bragged about his 1230 or 1250, and I think it was 1230 on his SAT. Well, this junior year, he just got his scores back, 1450.
Oh,
hey, man. Hey, bro.
1450 SAT score his junior year. Score with up 220 points, man. So that's why I say, right. Man, you now can go wherever you want to go.
They're gonna hire him. They're gonna hire him to write the test in a minute.
I just couldn't help but had to make sure I start off with my Asa braggadocious moment, because I'm so extremely proud of this kid. I just can't express it enough, and he's just so humble and mild-mannered with it. But he actually showed excitement this time. He was like, you know, when I said, man, you realize what it was? He's like, yeah, I kind of do. I was like, you know, that was good.
There you go.
So shout out to my boy Asa, man. 1450 SAT as a junior. I said, you gonna take it again? He's like,
that means he can go anywhere in the country, man.
Anywhere.
So you gonna knock 2 doors off that Porsche. What's it gonna be, man? Hey, now you shit.
Hey, listen.
That money you put away, that's in your back in your pocket now.
No, hey, you know kids, there's always something.
Yeah.
But them $120,000 education, now you ain't got to deal with that.
I'm so appreciative, because he'll be 3 for 3. So I ain't had to pay for neither one of the other two either. So it's be 3.
But like you said, realistically, it's always something with them. It's always something. Yeah. Mine's out there making good money right now. He could probably give me a loan, but I already know.
Yeah.
Probably 6-7 years from now, let me get that call.
Yeah, hey man,
hey,
Pop, it is what it is.
You know. But listen, man, we're gonna go into these 2 topics I want to jump into before we take that first break. And there was a lot of we're not gonna go. We're gonna go to here first. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul.
Oh,
Netflix shut down. Mike came in with 0.7 knees. When I saw him with the knee brace, I knew it was going to be an issue from the rip. I give him respect for being able to go in there and get hit and try and fight back a little for 16 minutes, because it was 2 minutes for 8 rounds. doing that at 50-something years old, I can't even imagine, because if I go from my basement up to the top of my bedroom, walking real fast, it's an issue. So I can't even imagine how it is. So I give him respect for that. But a lot of people said, looking at his warm-ups and then looking at the actual fight, some people said it was staged. Me, myself, I don't believe it was staged. I just feel that Mike went in there and made that $20 million.
Oh, that's staged like a motherfucker.
And after he actually started warming up in the locker room, he realized, you know what? I made a mistake. So let me go out here and not fall. And I think Jake Paul did not. I mean, I ain't seen Jake Paul really fight, but it just seemed like he wasn't trying to hit Mike. So what y'all think about it?
So before I answer, MJ, I just want to make sure, Ben Millennial, does this conversation, do you do your statement first before we get to this conversation? Because I don't want them to kind of butt heads. So
we can.
I mean, if you tell the order based on what you got to say, I don't want to make it butt heads with what you got your statement.
I mean, we can. Yeah. I mean, I can go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, start over again.
So
Let's start over again.
Because you saw that bullshit.
So listen, hold up. So as I told y'all earlier, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have somebody special step from behind the scenes and drop some knowledge on y'all. Let me tell you something. Last week he did some stuff, got TikTok going crazy. But yeah, we're gonna let him go with it. We got the millennials up in the building. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, do what you do.
First off, thank you, gentlemen. Me and Fingers had a pleasure of going to Dallas on Thursday, and didn't leave until Sunday. And we had the pleasure of seeing MAGA country in full force.
Okay.
It was impressive because they had never seen Negroes like us. Oh my God. I was too bougie my damn self.
Wow.
Because I was like, I need a plastic fork. I don't want the metal fork. And they were appalled that we said it. So the fact is, we got a chance to see Mike Tyson. We got a chance to see Jake Paul. I know for a fact this is just sports entertainment. And I'm personally happy for Mike because he got paid. He's a 58-year-old man.
20 million?
That I don't know how much time he has left, like really in the ring. I don't know who's paying him money like that for appearances. Mm-hmm. But for him to get a payout like that, and Jake Paul as well, he's a YouTuber. Nobody's watching Jake Paul except for YouTubers. Michael Tyson is the reason why we all tuned in.
Facts.
We know that. And in all honesty, Mike had the thing in the second round, being honest. Just for us to see the reality is he had to pull them punches.
He did.
He had to. For us, we were like, well, damn, this is amazing. This is the first time I ever seen white people so upset with another white person. Mm-hmm. It was like, hit him! Hit that monkey! He was like, whoa! Now you got to kill him, Mike. You got to kill him at least for us. But then I started getting to play on it all. Regardless of how this was going to play out, Mike Tyson is the GOAT. Yeah. You know, he's Iron Mike. I think one of the things we don't look at is the business of this stuff. I think they really jugged Netflix. I think they really got over on Netflix. Netflix is probably up there like kicking themselves. Jake Paul has never made this type of money. Mm-mm. Ever. He's been on YouTube, I don't know how long, he's a Disney kid. Mm-hmm. He's never made this type. Mike just got to pay out like he's still 20 years old. Mm-hmm. And one thing I can say is, and y'all in y'all 50, so y'all know, one thing I learned is through this whole thing, a 58-year-old man made that Caucasian almost go to sleep. And no joke. So that means 30 look.
Yes.
So with that being said, to all the people that's out there that's 30 years old, and you want to mess with Unc, you gonna get knocked out.
The fuck out.
I mean, not clean. Because if you think somebody that's in their 50s still ain't got a couple of these in the chamber,
the power's the last thing to go.
and if they ain't got this, they definitely got this.
Facts.
Pew pew. So I'm gonna just say, y'all be cautious out there, because that's one thing we learned is the Caucasians are rallying up. Mm-hmm. The moral compass moral currency that we had as a group of black people is now expired. They have zero fucks about us, which is perfect for me because I'm looking at it as finally we can all get together.
There you go.
And slap the shit out of each other. I'm trying to be in that thing like WWE. So for me, I'm going to just tell everybody at home, if you see your nice flower flea or unpurposed flower person, I don't care if they your ally, but just let them know, no matter the age, we still got that fire in these hands. I'm not trying to start a revolution. And these opinions are not exclusively permissible to Classic Conversations or Classic Conversations Inc. or anybody on the panel. This is all on me. And if you want that smoke, I can't wait till I'm 58 too. Can't wait. Cause Mike, you did it, brother. You showed all the O's and all the youngs that hey, he still got it. He got paid, but I'm gonna be honest, I still wouldn't fight Mike Tyson. Yeah, no, I would submit. I'm gonna just immediately be like, you got it, Mike. You know what? This shit's stupid. That's it.
Go ahead, MJ.
I'll piggyback on that. If anybody's watched Tyson's fight, and everybody, that's all we used to tune into. Tyson's bread and butter is an uppercut.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that boy was set up for that uppercut all night long, and it would have put him to sleep. A couple times when he hit, he didn't even follow up. He got a good hit. It's almost like, oh shit, my bad, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
The push
and when
off.
he was doing this, push out, he got so mad, he was biting the glove. I want to hit this motherfucker, but it's 20 million. It's 20 million. It's 20 million. He was mad as hell. Because, Mike Tyson's uppercut and the hook to the body is his bread and butter.
Yes,
and
sir.
when he hit him and it connected, he's, oh shit, my bad,
Yeah.
I stopped.
Yeah.
They stopped, and after that, it was more like, after that, it was choreographed, and that's when his age caught up with him. He could have took him out 1 through 4. He didn't do it, and after that, his legs went.
Yeah, I
But he
said
still
that
got that power. He
If
still
he was
got
going
that
to take
people
him out,
cost,
it was
though.
going to have to be 1 through 3. 58 is 58, bro.
Yeah.
58 is 58, and I promise you, I could tell you that it is. I promise you, I could tell you with experience that it is. That's a long time. That's a long time when you jumping around and you clenched up and everything. So all the muscles in your body is moving. It's not just your legs. It's not like you're just running a lap. Everything is, you're using different energy. So I said if he was going to get him, it had to be between 1 and 3. And I said I'm proud that the cat got out there and did what he did, real talk. Mike Tyson's story is a story that I don't think can ever be, we'll ever see again. Put it that way. I don't think we'll ever see that story ever again. Go ahead. What you got for it? I know you.
No. I think everybody said exactly what I would have said. You know what I mean? I think kudos to him to go 8 rounds, staged or not, to go 8 rounds in a ring is difficult. So I definitely think what MJ said a minute ago, that biting the gloves, he had a biting issue or whatever. I think that was him being able to try to control his temper, to better control himself, to not really go fight.
And
No, it's not.
And the craziest thing is a lot of people don't like to give Mike Tyson his props for his intelligence. But think about this. When they asked him about that after the fight, he said, well, I have an issue with biting. Dude, that is gold compared to what he done to Evander in the ring.
Right.
That's media gold for him, bro. I'm like, dude, that dude is so intelligent. It's crazy how intelligent he is.
Yeah, but shout out to him, man. They better do it. And like Millennial said, man, to collect that check at his age, of all the things he's had going on, to collect that, he ain't collect that check like that in a minute. So to collect that check and play on it, like everybody paid him to see Mike. We don't care nothing about no Jake Paul. Let's face facts. We could care less. You know what I mean? But we all want to see what Mike could do. I think he did a great job of preparing us for it with all the videos and all that
Those
stuff.
are two different people. Because the one that was hitting that heavy bag and the one that was in that ring in that first and second round, come on, Mike.
Yeah, they did a great.
He shouldn't have put that shit out there if he was going to do that.
That was
That's what got you in.
That was marketing 101.
Actually, market ain't 103.
I was waiting for the uppercut. There it is, there it is, there it is. And he never threw it.
He never threw it. So, yeah.
He did.
He got paid $20 million now for throwing it, so hey.
But all I say is Netflix got to be better prepared next time. I need for you to treat my $14.99.
I've been mad as hell about actually paying for this
the same way you treat pay-per-view.
Yeah, that was
the
terrible.
Same way. You need to do it the exact same way. So thank you.
We was all in here. We had a whole bunch of folks in here, and everybody had between the phone.
Yeah.
And it went over everybody. Everybody trying to, man, can you get it? Can you get it? Everybody was down, man. This is crazy, man.
It was bad. It was bad. Netflix got to do better. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a break, man. We come back. We're going to get into my man Prime Time and things that he's doing right now before we get into our first subject. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
And as a cop, I'm back.
Wanted to produce something for Black people, for our culture. And it's been a long time since we had a good Black cartoon show. And when I think about the Black cartoon shows, you only could think about Fat Albert and you think about Boondocks.
Right.
Proud Family. Okay, yeah, all right. But anyway, when I came up with Black Rednecks, I knew it was something special. I created a cartoon show called Black Rednecks, which consists of a Black country family living in Bubblefuck, Georgia, and Kiss My Ass County. They run in a cannabis dispensary with a cannabis farm. And it's about politics, racism, religion, cannabis, and entrepreneurship. You know, so everything that I felt was missing out of all these Black cartoon shows, I put it in Black Rednecks. When I tell you that the Black people is going to appreciate Black Rednecks, you know, yeah, it's connected to cannabis. Absolutely.
Studio that matches your podcast vision? Located inside Uptown Comedy Corner, our studio just 5 minutes from Atlanta's airport has everything you need. From high quality equipment to multi-camera setups for live streaming, we've got it all. With 15 plus years of experience, our team ensures smooth sessions with editing and post-production services at an additional cost. Plus, our competitive pricing make it easy for creators of all levels. Contact us at 404-500-1605.
He nice, ain't he?
Yeah, he nice. We like. Hey, we like. Hey. We live.
Oh, my bad.
We live. I told y'all, Ask a Cop is back. You dig? Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
And that's a cop.
Yeah.
Listen, we're gonna jump right into it because we got another subject we're gonna get into, but got to give a shout out to my man Deion Sanders, aka Prime Time. A lot of haters hating. A lot of people was mad that he left and went where he went. A lot of people said he wasn't going to be able to do it, but right now Colorado is 8-2 with a chance of getting into the Big 12 championship. Then, of course, that leaves them the chance to be into the new 12-team playoffs. If they get into the Big 12 and win it, they are in the playoffs. Now there's words of him leaving to go to the Dallas Cowboys or Florida State. So what do y'all think about that?
I'll go first on that. I think if you remember, I called her. Remember I said the next year he may make it when he goes to 12-man playoff?
Mm-hmm. You did.
Yep, I did. And I saw what he was doing. He's a good coach. What he is, he brings in the best talent to teach them. You got NFL players teaching kids that have been trying since they was four, going to camps, doing the right thing, dieting, getting everything right to be in that position, and he's putting them in that position. Only thing I think, clock management. He's got to get some more horses in there on defense. They're too light in the ass on the defensive front. But other than that, their receivers match up with everybody. They have a top quarterback in the country. Deion is going to be hard to beat. Now, when they get to an SEC team, they can just line up and run that ball down their throat and clock control. But what's hurting everybody this year, other than Sador, there's no real, frontline quarterbacks out there. Everybody that was touted to be Georgia, Texas, both those quarterbacks lost themselves millions just by their play. But I think he's did a jam-up job recruiting. IMG Academy, that's where he got that tackle from. He's in line to get the top interior guard out of this year's class, plus 3 or 4 other 4- and 5-star players, plus Juju out of Carrollton. And that boy is that mother. He's damn good.
Yeah, Juju's going to USC.
Yeah, was going to USC.
He pulled it.
Yeah, he decommitted to USC, and the odds-on favorite to get him is Colorado. So, hey, they're going to be right.
Yeah, so we've been talking good stuff about Prime from the beginning. I enjoy watching what he's done. I enjoy more watching the naysayers having to eat their words. That is pretty exciting to watch a Paul Feinbaum having to, because Paul Feinbaum really dogged him out.
Yeah, he did.
Big time.
And he's having to eat crow like a mug, and it's fun to watch. He definitely brought some talent. Deion told y'all last year he was coming. He said get me now, and he's backing it all up. I mean, they could easily be 9-1 right now. But I think they've done a great job, man. I'm really, really happy for them. It's cool to see. To me, they got 2 Heisman candidates on the team. I know they're giving all the kudos to Travis, but it was like that year when USC had Matt Leinart and Reggie Bush. This should be Shador and Travis Hunter, and they should both be at that ceremony. Travis should win it, of course, because he is definitely the most exciting player,
unicorn, man,
an outstanding player in college football by far. I mean, by far. But Shador is the best quarterback in college football.
Period.
And he's shown all the tools. They said, they did that junk at Jackson State. What are they going to do at the Power Conference? Well, they're 8-2.
2 years running. 2 years running.
I don't know if y'all remember when Shador said it last year at the beginning of the season. When he started off, I think he threw for 400, then he threw for 400 again, and they was asking him about the competition. And he said, honestly, and this ain't me talking no junk, he said, but it's easier here. He said that. He said that it was easier for him in regards to the deep. And I think that was because of the speed of the receivers.
It's because of the skill. It's because of the skilled players.
bro.
The skilled players and a lot of HBCUs are very talented.
Yeah.
You know, they might not have the strength. They might have some of the grades. There's a lot of things that keeps them out of the power schools. But you know, like I know, you know, speed is something that's gonna always be associated. So I think he definitely should stay. I wouldn't go to the Dallas Cowgirls for no shape, form, or fashion. And not just because I think they're a horrible team. I just think Dion, I mean, that doesn't play a major role, don't get me wrong. But Dion is used to, I mean, it's funny because Supreme Unk just asked this question to the family just last night. We just had this text just last night. Mm-hmm. Dion is an alpha male. Mm-hmm. Dion has a need to be in 100% total control. You go to Dallas, you automatically forfeit 100% total control.
Exactly.
The first person that they interviewed last night in every Cowgirl game is the owner. Before they interview the players, before they interview the head coach, he's already set up his interview. Yep. You think Dion could deal with that? You know what I mean? Dion wants full control, and Jerry's not about to give that to him. You know what I mean? Dion wants to be able to go do like what's the old coach said? Get his own groceries.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't expect me to cook when you ain't getting me the groceries that I need to cook.
I can't get my own groceries. Yeah. That's what he was saying. I need to get my own groceries. I don't need you to get them for me. So I think it'd be a horrible decision to go to Florida State. I think would be his full coup de grace. Although Florida State wouldn't even give him a thought when he wanted to go there.
Mm-hmm. Right. How crazy is that, right?
Yeah. But now I'm sure if this guy, if they could pull Dion right now, they would. But he's the king in Colorado.
And I don't think he's going to leave for that reason.
He's the king in Colorado.
Exactly.
Why would you leave? They got your own suite, prime suites.
And then look who he has to play every year.
Jack.
The toughest team he's going to play every year is Utah or Brigham Young.
And that's another reason.
If he goes to, he's going to have to Notre Dame.
You can compete every year. You're not going to get a Travis and a Shador, no. Mm-hmm. But you can get talent. And you can compete in that conference, like you just said, every year, as opposed to going to an SEC or ACC. For what?
Because he has a pipeline to different places.
Yes. Especially now with the playoffs.
Yeah, he has a pipeline.
Now with the playoffs,
that's what I said. Remember?
I mean, it would make zero sense to me to leave Colorado. 0 cents.
Zero.
Yeah,
and they're gonna give him that big contract. Watch.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He about to get it now
because he's transforming the whole university.
Yeah. Yeah. He's. I mean, ESPN has been to Boulder, Colorado more than the last 2 years, and they have been in the last 30. So
Frank said he's good. He has a kickstand now. Plus, Frank's living in Colorado. So those houses are fire. He is set. Yeah, he's set, man.
Kickstand.
He the king, man. He the king. He the king around here.
All right. So again, props to Prime Time, man. I'm with y'all on that. I hope he stays. On which I hope that the Shador Travis thing doesn't come back at them. Even though I think, like you said, Travis should be so far ahead in regards to being the best. I mean, I don't think we're going to see this again. We sure enough haven't seen it before. I mean, we've seen some two-way players, but we ain't seen somebody that's a two-way player, and he's a stud on both sides of the ball.
And he don't come off the field. That's what I'm
saying. You haven't we haven't seen that, and I don't think we'll see it again. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Listen, Malcolm X made a statement years ago in regards to us as black folks, thinking about us as black people and how we view ourselves and how we should do it. I want to play a clip. You ready, Mr. Producer? You ready for that? Y'all take a listen to this. It's coming.
Thank you, Cam, man. It's not white, it's actually cream. While they're getting that together, man. This is our sponsor. Get yourself some rich friends, man. He brought me over a sweatshirt the other day, man. Sorry, I only brought me one, guys. I'm sorry, but but
I'll say I like it when I get mine.
This is
okay. I thought
this is one of my frat brothers' nephews' clothing line. But yeah, it's a cream color, Cam, man. But ain't that cream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice
Hey,
and
bro, I got
comfortable,
some
too.
sneakers.
I like
that'll
it,
kill
but
with
I
that.
like it more if you would have got a size extra large.
I didn't even. He just dropped it off. I didn't even know. So
And this type of black thinking will cause all black people to stick together.
That was the end of it.
The courtroom, I asked Malcolm X, giving his first television interview, whether the black Muslim prophet is preaching race hatred.
He's not teaching hate, he's teaching history. And since the American white man has... When black people wake up
There you go.
and become intellectually independent enough to think for themselves, as other humans are intellectually independent enough to think for themselves, then the black man will think like a black man, and he will feel for other black people. And this new thinking and feeling will cause black people to stick together. And then at that point, you'll have a situation where when you attack one black man, you are attacking all black men. And this type of black thinking will cause all black people to stick together. And this type of thinking also will bring an end to the brutality inflicted upon black people by white people. And it is the only thing that will bring an end to it. No federal court, state court, or city court will bring an end to it. It's something that the black man has to bring an end to himself.
That's good. All right, so when you hear that, man, the question I wanted to ask, and of course, what we got left, boss lady? 10 minutes. All right, so when you hear that, what are your first thoughts when you hear that?
Well, I think, in my opinion, everybody wants to say he did not in any way say hate white people. All he said is we need to have black pride and look out for black people. Any other racist says that when the Jews do it all day long, and Gaza and everywhere else, nobody says, whoa, Jews don't get together. Y'all don't get together. And I think one of the things that shows the racism in America still exists is anytime there's a gathering, even this show, if we go 2 or 3 shows going too political, we're going to drop down. And I think that's what hurts us because we're the only ethnic group in America that's not allowed to talk about oneness. And I think Israel's a good example of that. And by no way, before they get started, I'm not saying y'all wrong. I'm just saying that Jews are allowed to do that. Italians are allowed to do that. We're not allowed to do that.
Hey, Mike,
Yeah.
I'm going to say they're wrong. You're wrong. It's okay. Mike ain't got to say it because they're part of Classic Conversations. They wrong. Because what's wrong is...
Systematic genocide is occurring in Gaza.
Exactly. Also, the fact that when Jews were leaving, wherever they were leaving, Poland, all over Europe, and they were getting sent back from America during the time, right during the Holocaust, right when what's his name, Anne Frank's dad. Once they were getting sent back and they couldn't make it to America and all these things happened, that was America and that was England that was anti-Semitic. Okay? So out of anybody, they gave them a country. A country with a 3,000 year history that was founded in 1948. I'm gonna just put math together. Somehow that's a negative. I don't know. If somebody can explain it to me, please. But they were given a country. So you were given a country, and the country you was given, people already lived there. That sounds like colonialism to me. That's what it sounds like.
Columbus.
Exactly. Who never actually found America. But that's another day.
it's another day.
So the point is, you're wrong. It doesn't make sense. Somehow, people that didn't own the land gave people a home to go somewhere, which made no sense. You're saying this is your cultural background? Respect. Cool. Whatever you believe. That's great. Them people was already living there. Now you fighting over people that was already living there. That's about like Native Americans that just went through New York City, through Manhattan, that was claiming for their birthright. But I digress. Because what do I know? I'm just a nigga named Ben.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll try to piggyback on that a little bit more. And what he's basically
up so that
saying
we
is
can
the
talk
reality
too
of it is America and England, and that's where racism against Jews does exist. America and England did not want to absorb all those Jews that were leftovers from the Holocaust. That's all. That's the only reason. They didn't make Israel because they wanted to help Jews.
At all.
They didn't want to. It's just like if Africa was about to crack in half and there was 80 million Africans, they were not going to take them into England or America. They would have had, hey, Middle East, y'all from there, y'all just go back. And that's what they essentially did, and nobody wants to. Now, afterwards, it became essential to our security concerns because it's cheaper to fund Israel's military and supply them and prop up their government than it would be for us to have a standing military to protect our interests in that region. It's like having an American French Foreign Legion.
So now let's get back on the actual question.
Yeah, because I was gonna say y'all went way.
Yeah. And I understand where he went to, and I respect it in comparison. But I think, what Malcolm is saying is something that I mentioned in the post the other day. Is simply all these years we talking about from the '60s. We're in 2024, and we still don't get it as a people. We still don't understand the strength and power of our people if we actually stuck together. We still don't understand our economic power, the $1 trillion that we put into this country, and just to make other people rich. And then we, claim foul when things don't go right because we won't put a plan together. We won't do anything to stick together. And it goes so deep in terms of just supporting. Just black people just supporting each other. We talk about this all the time on the show about how we're the ones who bring our people down. We're the ones, all they do is doggone give us the match and let our people light the fuse. And we do it every single time, because we just won't, and it's the hatred. I said it before, I don't know why we hate each other so bad, man, but it's our hatred of each other. And it's just a sad, sad commentary but again, this was in the 60s, man, and we're still doing the exact same things. Yeah,
that's kind of what I got from it also. I felt that, and this is, again, my opinion of what he was saying, was that in today's era, we are allowing the media of others, we're allowing the authors of others, the books written by others, which is authors, we are allowing the educators of others teach us and tell us of how to look at ourselves or how to believe of what we are, instead of actually looking at ourselves from actually being black in America. Looking at ourselves that way has nothing to do with, like you said, Mike, has nothing to do with hating the others, but it has everything to do with loving ourselves. But the problem is we're
not allowed to say that.
So many of us are taking in, and don't get me wrong, let's face it, there's some of us are fucked up. There's some stuff that's out there that we can look at and say, damn. But at the same time, those things are being put out there front and center for us to see it, and the good stuff is not being put out there front and center. The bad stuff is getting more played than the good stuff, and so we start looking at ourselves in that light, to the point to where we actually feel like we have to act in that light. We have to be that way instead of being another way. It's almost like I can't be smart. I can't be accepted. I can't be accepted for being smart. I got to be accepted for being, down, being hood, being the one with the most this, being the one with the most that, instead of actually, being, like I said, smart, being educated, knowing what you are, knowing where you come from, and knowing where you're going. I don't think a lot of us know where we're going. I ain't gonna tell you no wrong. I suffered from that for a long time. I was living in the moment, period. I was living in the moment where I came from. They taught us to live and be happy that you're able to live. They didn't teach us to strive to be more than what they say you're gonna be. And I ate it. I drunk it all. It took me till my son was born, and then when he was about 10 years old is when I kind of started changing the script on myself, on trying to go someplace to where I could leave something, a legacy for my child. But before, a legacy, man, I was living on what they said I was supposed to do. I was flashy. I'm still a little flashy, don't get it twisted. But I was flashy, and I just had no substance. I had nothing to back up. If somebody came up to me 25 years ago and wanted to have a real conversation, I was fucked. If you didn't want to talk about sports, I couldn't have no conversation with you. So I just feel that what he's saying, like you said, it was back in the 60s. And here it is now, about to go in 2025, and it's worse now, I think, because of the way things can be put in front of us and be put in front of our younger adults and our younger generation, to where they can actually start believing that that's how they're supposed to be, instead of believing of.
Here's an example. We're in a social media age. So that means at the click of a finger, you can communicate with somebody across the globe right now, right? Our people spend more time with such negativity with those clicks of fingers. The things that go viral. I just sat here and said something like, my son made a 1450 SATs junior high school. There's kids who've done better than that. There's kids who got perfect school. We don't celebrate as a people the successes of other people.
Scholastics in general.
Yeah, and it's just we celebrate the wrong things. We celebrate the most ignorant things, and we don't support. You know, if you took a picture, I saw a thing yesterday where a guy was showing pictures of some people. How many people would know who Harriet Tubman is? How many people would know who Sojourner Truth is? How many people would know what some of these people are? How many people would know some? You know, there's black billionaires. There's all kinds of successful people out there. That's not LeBron James, but we don't celebrate it. You know, there's so many black businesses out there that we won't support because, you know, well, I don't do black. That's why I don't go to black. But, you know, we have such negativity with each other. And then we say, well, Obama gave them gay rights. Well, look at all them gay folks that got together and did that stuff. We can't say everything's media controlled anymore because you can control media can be done right here. You know what I mean? We just don't do it, man. It's just an unfortunate thing, and I hate it because we're so smart, we're so strong. Millennial said just last week, you know, black women are a standard. It's just so many things that we can do, but we focus on the negativity. That's it.
Whew. We're gonna come back. When we come back, we're gonna talk about some more stuff that a quote that happened like 20, 25 years ago, and we're gonna see where it's at right now in regards to where we stand as black people right now. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
And that's a call.
We'll be right back.
Wanted to produce something for black people, for our culture. And it's been a long time since we had a good black cartoon show. And when I think about the black cartoon shows, you only could think about Fat Albert and you think about Boondocks.
Right.
Proud Family. Okay, yeah, all right. But anyway, when I came up with Black Rednecks, I knew it was something special. I created a cartoon show called Black Rednecks, which consists of a black country family living in Bubblefuck, Georgia, and Kiss My Ass County. They run in a cannabis dispensary with a cannabis farm. And it's about politics, racism, religion, cannabis, and entrepreneurship. You know, so everything that I felt was missing out of all these black cartoon shows, I put it in Black Rednecks. When I tell you that the black people is going to appreciate Black Rednecks, you know, yeah, it's connected to cannabis. Absolutely.
Ready to find a studio that matches your podcast vision? Located inside Uptown Comedy Corner, our studio just 5 minutes from Atlanta's airport has everything you need. From high-quality equipment to multi-camera setups for live streaming, we've got it all. With 15 plus years of experience, our team ensures smooth sessions with editing and post-production services at an additional cost. Plus, our competitive pricing make it easy for creators of all levels. Contact us at 404-500-1605.
Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Low.
That's a cop.
And we back. Listen, I know that you are giving a lot of comments in there. We're going to try and get to them. But listen, we talk about a lot of stuff during the week, and we're trying to hit everything that we talked about this week in our own little conversations that we have. So the new President Trump has vowed to use the power of the Justice Department to pursue federal civil rights cases against schools that engage in racial discrimination and schools that persist in explicit, unlawful discrimination under the guise of equity. Some people have said that this is repercussions for white people. What are your thoughts on that?
Let me go first. I mean, I must say, man, that's amazing to me. I love it. I love the fact that white people finally getting the reparations. Oh. I didn't realize they needed reparations. We were just talking during the break about how their bondage of words is what makes them. So the logic to me is that Donald Trump is on a revenge tour. He's literally putting anybody off TV, anybody that worked at Publix as a manager, anybody that was a softball coach on his cabinet, anybody that has ever been a grand wizard in the KKK. You are now allowed. I noticed that nobody that was Negro. I don't see a Tim Scott. I don't see a Candace Owens. I don't think she's really rocking with him like that. But either way, I don't see none of them. So for me, I think that's impressive. I want to see if it actually happens. And I just want. I want to say I'm an anarchy person, but I am a person that wants to see how deep will this go. How will this system really work out? Whether will it really protect the Americans like they say, or will it really be exactly what it is? I want to see.
Mike, before you go, he said he proposed that a portion of the seized funds will then be used as restitutions for the victims of these illegal and unjust policies that hurt our country so badly.
Not Roseanne.
Now, a lot of people, of course, was thinking of HBCUs. That's what a lot of people thought of. So with that, that's why people were saying there was repercussions. It's hard for me to say that when I'm putting the white people name in the same sentence. But yeah, that's why they were saying there was repercussions for white people, because they're figuring that there's certain white students that are not able to get in HBCUs, and HBCUs has been, racially biased against them. So
no, damn. You can look at Tennessee State, Southern University, and Baton Rouge. Tennessee State might be 25% white now, maybe even a bit more. And when you look at Morehouse School of Medicine, it might as well be called Florida International School of Medicine, because you ain't seeing that last graduation class. I was like, well, goddamn, where the niggas at? So with that being said, I try to always, if you give me lemons, I'm gonna make lemonade. And I think something positive that can come out of this, a lot of people like to put their head in the sand once everything is, they're telling, hey, it's all right. If BP Harris would have won. Sorry she didn't, but if she would have won, and everybody's head would have been back in the sand. I think President-elect Trump doing the things he's already doing is letting people know. Remember last time he pulled the tablecloth on.
Right.
But what Biden did as soon as he got back in office, said, hey, we don't want y'all to see that. And he put the tablecloth right back on, and everybody black in America put their head right back in the sand. I like it like this. We see people who exactly for who they are, and I think that's going to cause us to galvanize because nothing spores with ice. It takes a little heat.
All right, Angelo, what you got?
So, real quick, I don't believe any of the stuff that he says in morning, of course. But I think what Millennial said a minute ago in terms of the words, right? Now, how it was said is this is going to be more directed to the community that's, allowing their kids to get these surgeries at ages and things of that nature. Teaching LBG, making it open. And those are what it's supposedly geared to. But due to the wordage, the verbiage, the wording, you can easily see how it could be used against the HBCUs. How could it can be used against public education, which teaches Black history. You can easily see how he can easily use those words that he just spoke of, and how it's to easily manipulate the system to punish and penalize those schools who are trying to teach Black education and things of that nature. Black history, and then penalize them financially.
Damn.
Easily can see it based on what millennials just broke down in terms of how they use the words. And I'd be remiss if I didn't just say he's already hired some of the most incompetent, unqualified people to ever take positions. All you had to do was join the ROTC, and you too can be the Secretary of Defense.
You too.
Just join.
Hey, just join. And you too can run the military.
2 semesters, that's all you need.
Hey, man, just 2.
All right, come on. I got to get to the next one. All right. Jeffrey Hinton, a British-Canadian computer scientist, known for his work on artificial neural networks, which earned him the title as the godfather of AI. He has said that artificial intelligence, at the rate that it's going right now, is going to end up going to make the human race, the human being, the second most intelligent force on the planet. What do y'all think about that?
I'll go on that one. Elon Musk has came out. Some of the greatest minds in AI have already came out and said that we already have computers that are able to think, and they're able to make decisions on their own. And I go back to Clockwork Orange, different things that has occurred, science fiction films and other books. I'm into science fiction, and I can really see a time where the problem comes in if the computers get so smart and our air is bad, or computer, because they don't need air like we would need it. And if they take over, if a computer's actually feeling and they think, okay, they're thinking we're too advanced, they're going to shut us down, what happens if they let all the Minutemen missiles go? And they spark World War III. So, I think it's something that you definitely need to know. I think before you build anything like that, you need to know how to destroy it.
And I don't know how.
Put the shit on paper.
He recently
quit.
He quit Google or something like that recently, or something like that. Yeah, he quit Google because of that, because of where it was going at. Angelo, what you got on?
Well, it's like we're living the real life Terminator. It's coming to fruition. Everything that they discuss in those movies, and then the one that came back by going back in history and coming, all that stuff is like real life right now, man. They really have computers to think, and they even asked the guy, "Do you think it's gonna be able to feel?" They asked him that jump. You think it's gonna be able to feel? How can a machine actually feel? But this is really living real life Terminator stuff, man. You know?
Yeah.
Tesla actually already has. They're already in testing of a AI like a robot.
Yes.
Tesla already has that.
Already sending my
Millenn-
5,000 to Elon for my Megan Thee Stallion AI dog.
Millennial, what you got?
First off, that unpurposed flower is not gonna be able to create an ass like that. I can tell you that now. That's God's ass. All right? It can only be made for the Most High. Anyway,
Too funny.
man, I just look at it like reality is like Lo just said, man. We living in the future at the point of the Terminator. And I think one of the main things we didn't realize years ago is once we start getting these phones and we got attached to Siri, that to me that's what kind of opened the door because we wanted an assistant. And now we got our elders now are calling, "Hey Siri, call Pizza Hut," and it starts out simple and then people don't want to do certain things. I'm listening to the verbiage of what Elon is saying, which is interesting to me, is he is saying that it's going to help the productivity of the human race. And to me, that just sounds like, yeah, you might not have to work anymore to a certain extent, but you're going to have to work a lot harder because I'm going to take jobs or I'm going to create slavery.
Wow.
Like,
There you
I'm just
go.
listening to, because to me, that's how that wordplay is so amazing. And all of us, not all of us, but most of the world is cheering it on. But it's like they're literally telling you, just so you know, we're going to make you build these guys eventually. And that's going to be your job.
Right.
Okay, last thing here. Francis Llewellyn Welsing was an American psychiatrist and well-known proponent of black supremacist melanin theory. Her 1970 essay, the Crest Theory of Color, Confrontation, and Racism, offered her interpretation of what she described as the origins of white supremacy culture. She says that white supremacy is telling our men and women to hate each other as well as themselves, and at this rate, women will be teaching our girls to hate black men, and our black men will be teaching our black boys to wear dresses. This quote was made by Wilson back 20 years ago. Was she on point or not?
Oh, all the way. Team Obama.
Off the top rope.
God, dog.
LGBTQ rocking with it. No, but I'm just saying that it's like I said, it's not just President Obama, but I think that you can go to the lowest level, Sesame Street, any cartoon if you're watching with your grandkids. They're actually having, and don't get me wrong, people, I'm not saying anybody should be shunned, nobody should be discriminated against because of who they want to sleep with, who they want to love. But when you're force feeding 3% or 5% of society onto everybody else, I just think what it does, it puts the thought in people's mind, they may not have it there, and I think they've turned fetishes into lifestyles.
Wow.
And I'm not saying with a homosexual or lesbian. No, I think that's legit. But when you start talking
They the
about
same thing, Mike. Homosexuals and lesbians, they the same thing.
I thought homosexual. Oh no,
That's everybody.
Look at it. Look at his face.
I don't want to.
Hey, Mike.
okay. You know what I'm trying to say, but
He's
when
so
you start
serious
talking,
right now. It's like, wait, I thought that he was serious.
well, that's not something I partake in. So I'm just saying that when you start looking at and now there's some groups saying that you should allow pedophiles to be something that's accepted, and I think the LGBTQ2 or whatever,
LGBT.
I think they should try to
Plus.
basically be selective because they're going to turn people against their cause when you're accepting all this foul, nasty shit. There's no excuse for anybody to say there's no reason to sleep with a child. And that's totally, and I would even say it in the same sense because I don't want anybody to imply somebody's a homosexual that they are. No, that's totally different. But when you're accepting that into your group,
Right.
come on.
I don't think the group aspect is really getting a chance to speak volumes. The reason why I say it like that is because I have friends that are part of LGBT and Premium
Plus.
or Plus. You can
What's a
catch
plus?
them on Disney. But
That's funny.
the logic to me
That's
is
funny.
a lot of them don't even subscribe to the mass group economics that's happening right now. Mainly because, especially with the pedophilia, that's the language that they're moving in. These things have been going on for eons. The reality is the reason why it's being allowed more is because certain people are in positions to let it show. And these, instead of speaking the truths like it used to be, like we know that homosexuality exists. I think being properly educated on it rather than being hate speech towards it makes more sense than not just what'd you say, forcing it down your throat and all that stuff. I don't think it's being forced. I think the logic is when you see something and it's unfamiliar to you, you don't want to learn it. And a lot of us look at it as a thing of like, I don't want to learn that because you're trying to make me think I'm gay or something. And I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying in general where reality is the world is what it is. Kids being touched is just, to me, inappropriate. I can't say that over there in Pakistan or wherever. Those people do that. That's what they do. We know that. And the rest of the world is acting like this stuff doesn't exist. Over here, we know that kids are children. We know that that's just off limits. The reality is we're watching them infiltrate it, and the reason why it's not being stopped is because whoever those powers are, to me, are the ones that want it to happen. That's why we have the Diddy situation.
Epstein.
Exactly. We have those situations where they're using it now as he was messing with kids. But the debauchery you was talking about was just sex. It was a wild party. It was somebody that was gay. Or somebody that was trying, they didn't know if they were gay or not. They wanted to try it out. That's what the debauchery was. But to make it seem like it's crazy is we're going to throw some kids in there. But y'all been doing that. The power to me is just in the knowledge of knowing that no matter what your sexuality is wrong is right is right. I'm not a kid toucher. I don't see why people touch kids. I don't see like how you get aroused out of it, but I don't know. I don't know why you do that. And I think one of the things is not to educate yourself on that, but to know that wrong is wrong and right is right.
So I take this statement that she made many years ago as there's a lot of truth to it, and I guess my mind, I'm thinking in terms of, I guess the inner side of what's being said in terms of what women are teaching kids and the daughters, and how that direction shifted in terms of the hating of men, which was kind of a part of that policy of getting the men out the household type thing. I can't sit here and agree with Asa Cop in terms of, he brings up President Obama, and a bill was passed, but we have to be realistic. It didn't, the gay community was already there. There's LBD, they were already there. There's things that shift in every generation. You know what I mean? There once was a point of time where on TV is black and white, and nobody could be shared. There were two beds with a husband and wife. Now you have, two husbands hugging on a commercial. You know what I mean? It's the shift in times, whether we like it or not. It was going to happen, whether President Obama passed that bill or not. It was going to happen. These things were going to happen. There's a change. It's just a change. It happens. We don't have to like it. You know what I mean? You don't have to accept it, but you have to be realistic to say, you couldn't use to cuss on TV. Now, local TV, you can cuss.
And radio.
Bitch,
radio.
shit,
You know what I mean?
everything is
Yeah,
being said.
so
There's no limits.
I told Daryl down last night, so President Obama did that too? You know what I mean? Come on, man. We got to stop with the blame game and just understand that there was changes. And a lot of this stuff is the infrastructure of the family unit. You know what I mean? And the failure.
Black nuclear family doesn't exist.
The failure of the infrastructure of the family unit. And that's how these things are created. You know, you taking men out the households. You know, men have been wearing dresses, guys. This didn't start. In Europe, they've been doing that jump forever. You know what I mean? Forever. This didn't just start.
Long skirts.
You know, this country just had this false narrative of we're such a Bible belt and such a religious country, and it's just exposing the evil that's always been here. It was built on evil. I mean, let's keep it gangster.
Yeah, mine is in regards to the women teaching little girls to hate. Man, I think that was, like you said, that was a change, because back when, if your mother was not, at least from my experiences, let me just put it that way, if your mother wasn't with your father, or if I knew somebody where there was a single mom, they didn't talk bad about the dad. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now,
oh man,
your dad ain't shit. You know, that's changed.
Yeah.
And in regard, you said something. You said that the people in position are allowing it to be seen. I say that there's people in position that actually are living that. Yeah. So that's why it's now more out in the open. These people that are because we're talking about stuff being seen on television mostly. Right. Mm-hmm. These people that are movie producers and that are directors and all this stuff, mm-hmm. they're able to actually put it out there because now they're free.
Thanks.
So that's mm-hmm. why it's out there more. Like you said, it's always been there. There's always been the casting couch. But still, when you looked at TV, all you saw was a black woman and a black man. You saw a white woman and a white man. Then it started changing to where it was interracial. Black man, white woman, white man, black. Then it started changing to where it was gay couples, but they were the same race. Then it started changing to where it was gay couples and they were different races. Now you have a whole thing of, what is it? The television show. They got a television show now that's on Lifetime where they actually show it on TV how they're living with that lifestyle. It's just that I think, that, like you said, in regards to change, I just feel that people in those positions are now free to actually be as creative as they want to be.
Well, but I think if we don't have pushback against it, I mean, some people may be for it, but like the poly lifestyle that's your lifestyle, fine. But when you put it out there for major media, it's just like, if you go to certain places and they might have the nipple clamps. That wasn't on you and your girl's mind, but when you go to the shop and they got the nipple clamps, you're going to be able to set a nipple clamps. And so what I'm saying, when you're putting that stuff at such a young age, if it would be like PG-18 or PG-13 or whatever, but when you have little kids, like little kids, and they're seeing that, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with y'all's lifestyle. I'm not saying there is. I'm just saying when you got a 3-year-old and he doesn't know where he wants to play with a penis or whatever, that should never even be in his mind.
It's a vagina. There's no whatever's after penis.
So basically what you're saying is parenting is majorly important right now.
Oh, hell yes.
Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Low.
And that's a cop.
We'll be right back. Top 5 coming, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's coming.
Top 5 coming.
Let's rock with Dwayne's. I like Dwayne.
Which one?
The one with the poo. Yeah.
Wanted to produce something for black people, for our culture. And it's been a long time since we had a good black cartoon show. And when I think about the black cartoon shows, you only could think about Fat Albert and you think about Boondocks.
Right.
Proud Family. Okay, yeah, all right. But anyway, when I came up with Black Rednecks, I knew it was something special. I created a cartoon show called Black Rednecks, which consists of a black country family living in Bubblefuck, Georgia, and Kiss My Ass County. They run in a cannabis dispensary with a cannabis farm. And it's about politics, racism, religion, cannabis, and entrepreneurship. You know, so everything that I felt was missing out of all these black cartoon shows, I put it in Black Rednecks. When I tell you that the black people is going to appreciate Black Rednecks, you know, yeah, it's connected to cannabis. Absolutely.
that matches your podcast vision? Located inside Uptown Comedy Corner, our studio just 5 minutes from Atlanta's airport has everything you need. From high-quality equipment to multi-camera setups for live streaming, we've got it all. With 15 plus years of experience, our team ensures smooth sessions with editing and post-production services at an additional cost. Plus, our competitive pricing make it easy for creators of all levels. Contact us at 404-500-1605.
Gotta let you know.
Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
And that's a call.
And he is back, people, as we are. We're going to get into this top. Matter of fact, you put it in there, Lo?
I did. It's at the bottom.
Okay. Top 5 breakout players of all time,
Hold on, JT. Let's
but made a name for themselves in any sport.
Let's do the
So I'm
Thanksgiving.
going to give y'all, time to do that and go over a couple of those comments real quick.
Mark said, I think you should stay put for a year. Keep doing greatness there. Talking about Deion Sanders. I read Frank's already. Cam says she's proud of her nephew, Asa. So yes, it's sad we can't come together as a race. Like I read once, whites, Chinese, and others sit at the breakfast table, thinking of how they can make life better for their children, and we wait. Kiki said we most definitely don't support our own. I hate it because I'm always going to support my people first. Number one said he said on news with the black guy on the couch, any school teaching black history will be defunded. So he actually said black history. Interesting.
Hey.
Man,
If he actually said the word black history, that's interesting.
I can't wait to see
Elon Musk spacecraft exploded. Did it? Well, don't worry. He's going to have the government pay for it soon.
facts.
We as a black culture can teach our own. The Secretary of Defense nominee said the black general who was the Joint Chief of Staff was placed there because he is black. The general he debates has served the country for 40 years with 137 combat. Yeah, that lets you know the ignorance that's coming about. When he says that man was placed there because he was black, that's ignorant. Giving unlawful orders, mass deportation. Oh yeah, it's gonna be horrible, Frank. He also said women had no place in the military. But women okay with that, apparently. Certain women, anyway. What's the one? Millennial gave a name for him last week. Then we don't like to talk about iRobot. They look exactly like him.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Look up the Optimus robot model. Candace Owens and Michelle, the Chick-fil-A chick, will on the open mouth. I didn't get that one. And Lena said how to show the clip. We didn't get a chance to do that. Predators, what do you think Matt Gaetz and Pete Hegbeth are? Yeah, Matt Gaetz. Hey, man, it's crazy. People disappointing is crazy. Always easy to blame the President Obama when logic and facts don't exist in some minds. Homosexuality did not just start. It's been around in Bible times. Facts. Men trying to get into Lot's house for men they saw come visit. Angels smote them with blindness. The daughters were offered. That must be the one that broke up. Oh, dogs were offered up. Maybe that's what you meant. Dogs were offered up. Okay, I got you. All right, that's all the comments.
All right, so top 5 breakout players of all time. Wait. I'm moving too fast. Give y'all a little bit more time. Millennial, you want to give out some closing words as you separate and let people know,
First off, giving the honor to God, who's the head of my life. I'm just messing with y'all. Shout out to Classic Conversations for doing the work of the Lord in the community. Because honestly, if nobody's going to tell the truth, they're going to tell the truth. One thing I do know is I'm glad Ask a Cop is back. Because I've been waiting for somebody to get on here and just let loose. And nobody lets loose.
Like
My guy,
Ashley
brother
Cop.
Mike. Good to see you again, brother. We missed you. You
I
know.
missed y'all too, man. But y'all had some great shows while I was gone.
Thank you, man. But yeah, y'all can, follow the page, Classic Conversations, YouTube, TikTok going crazy right now. Shout out to all the young ladies out there. That's for y'all, for my daughters that's out there, for my wife. I love you. And that's all I got, man. 2 tears in a bucket.
Ask a cop.
I don't have much, man. I'm just glad to be back. A lot's been going on in Atlanta. I'm going to hit y'all with what's going on with me pretty soon. But a lot of good things happening, man. And there's a lot of black people doing a lot of positive stuff that doesn't really get out there. And I have a couple black entrepreneurs that want to come on the show, and I'll get with y'all and bring them on. But there's a lot of people I'm running into that are doing some big things.
Good deal. Good deal. I did my shout out early, man. But I'll do it again. Ace made a 1450 on his SAT. My junior, 1450. Just phenomenal. So proud.
Let me know when they start tutoring, man. I got kids.
Shit,
I pay them well.
He come to me now.
Frank said he, based on that logic, he would be a DEI hire. Exactly, Frank. You made full bird colonel because he's black. It had nothing to do with man. Get out of here, this guy. This guy.
Hey, man, voting is still open, atlshottest.com. Classic Conversations, the voting was extended to next week. We're going to have Bryant Marshall, who is in charge of ATL's Hottest, who's going to be a guest probably right after Thanksgiving. We're going to have him on. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, get in there and get that vote in there. Got nominated for generals, bosses, and boss setters. I got made the finalist list for a couple of different things. No voting involved. They do their thing on their own. Actor in the stage play, distinguished gentleman, and I forgot what the other one was. But yeah, 3 different categories. So, if I win, it's Classic Conversations win also. So, there it is. So, top 5. Dwayne, you ready?
So your top 5 breakout players of all time, any sport. They were not household names prior to, and all of a sudden they became one. Go ahead, D-Wayne.
That's
Okay.
a good one, Lo.
I'm going to start it off first,
Can't take
and I'm going to take some easy ones, but I'm going to give you guys some examples.
Can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No.
Can you hear me, Phoenix? Oh, okay. All right. It's just you, Mike. Number 5,
He's back.
Stetson Bennett.
Good one.
A good one.
From walk-on to
Great one.
2-time national champion. Go Dogs.
It's a great one.
Number 4, you guys are going to like this. Victor Cruz.
Yep.
Rex Ryan once said, who is that guy number 3? Because Victor Cruz wore number 3 because he was sorry. Number 2, Monique Davis, the black girl that pitched in the Little League World Series.
Good one. Good one.
Yes, sir.
Did you tell him this yesterday?
This was his.
No.
No shit.
Time.
All right.
I'm having problems.
I got another one, and this is number 2, and I got to make him number 2 just because he's number 2 of all time. LeBron James from
Everybody
the GOAT.
come.
You got to think about it. He was always nobody had as much pressure as he had to live up to his name.
Well,
he lived up to
He
it.
wasn't a breakout player, though.
He
No,
was.
everybody, they thought
He
that's
was a
just
child prodigy.
We've been
I
on
saw him at 18.
We've been on
That's
about
a big
LeBron
dude.
since he was
It was
13.
the first high school televised game on ESPN in history.
We'll take that out, and we'll put in. All right, we'll put in Sammy Sosa. All right.
Okay. All right, I can live
Sammy
with that one.
Sosa went from when he got on them roids, he started hitting them home runs. But before then, we didn't know who Sammy Sosa was. And number 1, drum roll, please. Victor Wembanyama. Okay? This guy is 7'4" and he shoot 3-pointers. And not only does he shoot 3-pointers, he's dunking from like the free throw line. He looks like one of them people from Space Jams. Okay? Listen, man, I wish the Hawks would have got him. But we look good, though,
They
Mike.
would've
You're right.
picked it.
We look good, though, Mike.
Yeah, that
The Hawks
guard,
look
that
good.
new guard, man, he's nice. He strokes him.
All right. That's it. All right. Yeah, this. I guess I'll speak for her then. Steph Curry.
I can live with that.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because I'm about to say.
That's a good
We
one.
didn't know who he was.
Yeah,
I can live with that.
that's a good one.
Providence.
Anthony Edwards.
Providence.
Yeah,
Another
he-
one. It's a good one.
Okay.
Who did he play for?
It's another one.
He went
Al
to
Horford.
small school.
That's my boy. I always put Al on now. I'm sorry. And then our niece, Sanaya King. Even though she ain't made a household name yet, but she will.
Okay.
She a rookie right now at Howard University.
Respect.
Beating their ass. Proud of you, little girl. And yeah, she played basketball. And Tom Brady.
God dog it.
Tom
No, number one on my
Brady.
I knew you had him.
That
Coming
Drew
from
Bledsoe went out and was like, damn it, I can't do it. Tom said, hold my beer. I'm going in. Tell you, man.
That one on my list. Now I got to think.
Fuck y'all. Cornbread dressing, homemade cranberry sauce,
Next week, man.
gumbo. And what else? Sweet potatoes and collard greens. They sent something out in the chat saying
There were two
that
of
you're
them.
your best sides for Thanksgiving, and they ain't gonna switch this shit up on me, man.
It's not true.
Everybody else came over there.
It was two of them, man.
That's what y'all said.
No, we did not.
Okay, watch this.
We did not. Look at both of them. What you
Well, I
got?
looked at the one, dude.
Yeah, it was two.
It was right beside homosexual and lesbian.
I'm going to just go ahead and put my mic down. Good for the year.
Look. Top 5 Thanksgiving sides.
Keep going now.
Boy, I tell you. I'm tell you.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
What you got, Cheesy?
All right. I have Earl the Pearl Monroe coming out of Winston-Salem State University. Mario Ellie,
Good one.
straight CBA ball player for, by the time he was a rookie, he was almost 30.
Good one. Good one.
And this was going to puzzle y'all a little bit, but Vince Carter. Vince Carter coming out of North Carolina. Matter of fact, his first year at North Carolina, he averaged like 5 points a game. But when he got to the pros, he seriously exploded and has been the only NBA player to play 4 decades. In 4 decades. He ain't played 40 years, y'all. Giannis Antetokounmpo. What is it now? How you say his name? Yeah, that guy. Came into the league, skinny, got into that weight room, and he became whatever that guy Dwayne was talking about. It became him before him. Number 1 is a Terrell Davis coming out of Georgia. I think he had, 600 yards rushing in 4 years. Ended up going into the Hall of Fame. And I can't think of the running back's name. Is probably on Lowe's list, but he went to North Carolina. I'm ashamed that I can't think of his name. He had 300 yards rushing. He ended up being the Super Bowl MVP. What's the running back name? Pittsburgh.
God. He wasn't the Super Bowl MVP though.
He
ball out.
He was
fast, Joker. Fast.
Had 300.
Willie Parker.
He had 300 yards rushing at North Carolina for 4 straight years. Goes to show you how the coaching is in North Carolina in football. Went undrafted. Latched on with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's from Wallace, North Carolina. That boy, yeah. And my honorable mention, y'all really not gonna like this one. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Coming out of high school, nobody knew about it.
Okay, that's actually a good one.
Coming out of high school, nobody knew about it.
He's a breakout player.
Mm-hmm. And, well, y'all know, GOAT, period.
All right, number 1 has Earl the Pearl Monroe, Dr. J, Lamar Jackson, Tyreek Hill. That's a good one, too. Tyreek was a special teams player, return guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jaden Daniels, I guess from college. You could go with that. Bounced around, but he improved every year wherever he was, he improved. Nephew get it from his mama. I hate Frank. Mom got Allen. I don't know what Allen. Josh Allen. Chase Kuntz.
Ooh, Frank got some good.
Shakir and Lamar Jackson. Not sure who Shiker is. Number 1 threw a Nola Lau. That's a good one. Cam A says Angel Reese. Okay, broke out in college. She had one great year. That's not bad, Cam A. Frank got.
Let me do Frank. First off, Frank, you comedic tonight, boy. He said where they breaking out from, but on Frank's list, I'm gonna go from number 1 to number 5. Number 1, he got James Harrison, cut 9 times, the Defensive Player of the Year. Caitlin Clark, Jeremy Lin, that's a great one. Duck Hodges for the Steelers. Mm-hmm. And shoot, I'm gonna make this. Frank, you should have put this one number 1. Angelo Sykes, from Bradwell to owning half of Atlanta.
You silly. That's funny. That's funny. All right. So, although Millennial said it, I still got to shout out Tom Brady.
Hold on, do that next one.
Go ahead.
You got Brock Purdy.
Yeah. Oh, I missed one?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. I got Brandon Miller, Charlotte Hornets, Brock Purdy. That's a great one. Great one. That's a breakout for real. CJ Stroud. Was there 2 more? I see 3. Those 3. I'll make sure I ain't missing nothing.
Brock Purdy should be
Brock
number 1.
Purdy's a good one. That's a good one. I'm talking about
real.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah. Right.
To a daggone legit ball player.
Can you imagine the contract he about to get, boy?
Yeah, and he gonna earn it. I still gotta go with my boy Tom Brady. That was gonna be my number 1. I didn't think Millennial gonna steal that one. But I'm a Michigan guy, so he didn't start at Michigan till the senior year, and balled out, 6th round draft pick, and now he's the GOAT.
Ran a 5.7.
Yeah, slow as dirt. And now he's the GOAT. Also with Frank, I got James Harrison. His career was tremendous based on how many times he got cut. That don't happen often. I got one here, John Starks.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Note to the NBA.
You could do a couple off the Knicks team, actually.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I got John Starks. I got this guy. He's an idiot, but he came from small school, stepped on the field, special teams guy, didn't start, but could have been one of the greatest receivers of all time if he wasn't an idiot. Ben Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
But he's an idiot. But he was a breakout player. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I had Aaron Gordon as my extra pick. But my last but not least, Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens came from a small school.
Another good one.
What was it? Middle Tennessee? What did he come from?
Mississippi.
No,
Middle
that's
Tennessee.
Jerry Rice, Mississippi Valley.
Middle Tennessee.
Middle Tennessee.
Middle Tennessee.
Middle
yeah.
Tennessee.
Wow.
Become one of the greatest receivers of all time. You know, route out of his
Still don't
first
get
ballot
it.
Hall of Fame.
I still don't think he's getting his props.
Yeah, no, he's not. His attitude got him, you know, but he was a good teammate. But Terrell Owens, man, got to give it to him. Came out of nowhere to become one of the greatest of all time. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes. Okay.
Oh shit, Dennis Rodman. Damn.
Dennis Rodman's a good one. Scottie Pippen's a good one. Yeah, he's a good one.
Dennis Rodman down good.
Great show, fellas.
Steve
Great
McNair.
show.
Steve McNair. Now you want to join in?
No, man, because I had thought about that shit. I thought that got me hungry.
Mike, we're ready for that. We'll do it next week.
Frank said 49 got to cut half their team for Brock Purdy contract.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice one.
Hey, man, next week we're going to have Sister JJ going to be a guest.
Okay.
She is always on DC Curry's show. Movie producer, film
Williams
set,
sisters.
whole bunch of different things that she's going to be able to talk about. She could talk about her, her path. Her path is interesting, very, very interesting. So she'll be on with us next week, and I think that's going to do it for us, man. So we will be back next week.
Tennessee, Chattanooga. Thank you, Frank. My bad. UT Chat. You're right, Frank. Not Middle Tennessee. You went to UT Chat.
Yep.
I know somewhere in Tennessee.
We had Tennessee right.
Yeah. UT Chat, Terrell Owens. And the Williams sisters, #1 fan throughout the Williams sisters. Absolutely. That's a great one. All right.
So with that, man, again, atlshottest.com. Y'all get out there and get them votes. Tell people, or if you got another email address, go and get that, because I want that trophy again. I don't care about none of the other ones. I want this one. I won a lot with ATL's Hottest, but I want this one again. I need people to know. You dig? Plus, I want to do my speech again, because I was so caught off guard last year. I didn't do it right. I want to do it again.
Carl Payne this weekend, man. Cole from Martin. Carl Payne this weekend, Uptown Comedy Corner.
So that'll do it. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
And that's a call.
And we out. You dig?